And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on The Metal Experience.
Woo! All right, we just heard As Good as Dead by Vile Cynic off the band's new EP, Sovereigns of Death, available now on their band Camp page. Woo. Also, we heard Skank Goat by Extraction Point, and I've been told this is a sneak preview and a rough mix. Morgan, don't give me that look. And you can come and grab a physical copy of the band's brand new CD released Friday, July 19th at Fits' Spare Keys right here. Actually, right there. They'll be right there. Morgan, you see where I'm pointing? That's where they'll be.
I saw it.
I am Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle. Tonight with us, for the first time, drove from China, all the way in from China. They drove here, living inside Fearless Entropy. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves, what you do in the band. And anyone missing tonight? We've got the full...
We are missing one.
All right.
We're missing Kelly. He is our guitarist. He was unable to make it. So that was... That's the one we're missing.
Well, you're speaking, so you got to introduce
yourself. And I'll go first. My name's Cody. I am vocals. Yep. I yell and then try and sing. But I like the yelling part.
Keyword is try.
Keyword is try.
I'll go next. I'm Joe. I'm the bass player. Also backing vocals, mostly make up for what he can't sing. So.
Oh, I thought you were going to say makeup artist.
He mostly does the makeup for the rest of us.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that too.
That's why we're beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe.
I'm Mike. I do the keyboards and the keytar and the synthy stuff.
And the lights.
Yeah,
Keytar.
the lights.
You have a keytar?
He has a fucking keytar.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's
it's
sweet.
red.
You know who else has a keytar? The fucking Ninja Turtles from 1990s. They play keytars.
That's
So
what I was
fuck yeah.
going for.
Perfect.
Exactly.
I'm Zach. I'm the drummer. I make a lot of noise and piss the band off during practice by never
Shutting
not
up.
All
playing.
the time.
I can attest to that.
Practice was
Constantly.
done 30 minutes ago. He's still fucking
The best
going.
part is you can't
He
turn
doesn't
my shit
stop.
down.
He just doesn't stop. It's like an Energizer bunny, dude.
So give me a little backstory. You guys are from where again? Not China.
Janesville, Wisconsin. What is it, about 30 minutes south of Madison?
If you don't know where any of that is, we'll just say it's Wisconsin.
Yeah, we're from Wisconsin. Southern Wisconsin.
There we go.
Yeah.
Generalize it.
Yeah, so, I mean, this band honestly was born out of mine and Joe's old band. I used to play drums. He was still on bass, and
A lot less
I
vocals.
decided I wanted to stop playing drums because it sucks for your body when you go apeshit all the time. So I stopped, and we got someone else to do it,
Zach,
which is
do the
Zach.
drums hurt your body when you go apeshit all the time?
Only
It
a
hurts-
lot of our songs
It
called
fucking hurts me. He'll fucking drop his sticks. He's got butterfingers. He'll whip sticks at me.
Yeah, so one time during a show I launched a stick. The first time I ever lost a stick live, and it launched
It hit me
at
right in the
Joe.
fucking back.
Nice.
It was
Pegged
awesome.
me right in the damn back.
I always expected it to be me to get hit, but gladly I missed that one. It
Perfect.
was real good.
So was this band called what it is now when you guys decided to just switch over your positions in the band? Or were you called something else?
At first, I don't think we really had a name. We were just
Yeah.
kind of rolling with it. When did we actually? I think once we actually Zach wasn't even in the band. I'm pretty
No.
sure Mike.
Mike wasn't even... Were you in the band when we came up with the name?
Mike wasn't
Yeah,
even
I was-
born yet.
Yeah, and he was definitely there for the inception of the name.
Yeah.
He came in pretty early.
Yeah.
We had a different guitarist who brought him in to play drums for us because we couldn't find a drummer and I didn't want to do it anymore. So we brought him in, and I think we had, 2 practices, and he was like, I also play piano, and he brought out this keyboard, and all I had to do was sit down and play it, and I'm like, you're not playing drums anymore. Because what the fuck? Why are you
one
this
of the
good at
first-
something else?
We have 2 or 3 videos. The first videos we ever posted are just Mike playing piano. Cause
Yeah, on our Facebook page.
yeah,
That's
it was way better than any drums he was gonna play. So we're just gonna have you here.
Yeah, I mean, he can play drums, but he can play keys way better.
So this band technically has 3 drummers.
Yes.
Yeah. Technically, it does.
I
yeah.
try. I'm the one
We
that Cody
sure
looks
do.
at me and says, "Why are you there?"
Yeah. He'll sit down and we'll
Fuck
be
off
like,
the
yeah,
throne."
you should stop.
Joe, can you get out of here, please?
Yeah, basically. Go
Yeah,
back
pretty
to what
much.
you're good at.
So when was this all? When did this band transform into this band? I guess the previous band transformed into the band it is today.
Do
I
you
think-
have any idea what year that was?
15?
Like
16?
it had to be I
couldn't
think
even tell you.
2014, because it was the year I graduated. Yeah, I'm young.
Is that when we
Little
switched over?
baby.
Because yeah, we played our
remember.
graduation. I don't know if we were calling ourselves Life by then, but we definitely had songs. We were playing songs,
We were writing.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
and then I think shortly after that, then we were sitting there like discussing names. We had discussed names for months.
We still didn't have a drummer.
Yeah,
so-
it was one of those things where it's like, yeah,
We
this
didn't need
sounds
a
cool,
name.
but does it work with what we're playing? Is it already taken? Like a lot of names were already taken.
Yeah, originally we liked just the name Entropy. We found that word. I think my girlfriend found the word, and she was like, "You guys should just be Entropy." And I'm like, "I don't know what that means." and then we looked
A lot
it
of
up.
people still don't know what that means.
We looked it up, and like a rough definition is like chaos and like the inevitable destruction of everything, pretty much.
Oh, fun stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I mean,
Webster's Dictionary.
kind of edgy and dark and brutal enough for us, even though we're not that heavy of a band.
We're not death
So
metal.
then we looked it up, and there was definitely a heavier band that already had that name. So we're like, well, we'll keep the word around and see what else we can come up with. And I honestly don't know exactly how it happened.
I'm pretty sure sentence started forming, and we're like, hey, maybe we should do an acronym.
Yeah.
And then I think what we thought of is like the acronym drugs, and we kind of took
Yeah.
that. We're
Yeah,
like,
there's the
could
band
we make
called
a word out of
Drugs.
it?
That's Destroy, Rebuild, Until God Shows, which is a long ass band name. But you know, they go by drugs, and it's
Yeah.
a lot easier. So we kind of went with that kind of aspect. Yeah, and we also have a long name that is a mouthful when you say the whole thing, which has gotten a little repetitive on stage when you got like 4 seconds before we're about to start the first song. We're like, hey, this is Living Inside Fearless Entropy from James, Wisconsin. Let's go.
You learn to rap it really quick.
Yeah. So that's become a running joke every time we practice our intro. He'll just like, hey, let's go. Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty
I
much
have
what
to
it
mock
sounds
him
like.
every time when we
so
do it.
I don't even say the full band name half the time anymore. We just go by Life. A lot of people that know us
Know that we
know
go by
us
life.
by Life. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it works.
it's easier.
So then
A
on
lot
Facebook,
easier.
though, you go by the full name, right?
We sure do.
Yep.
There's I don't even remember, but there's a good few bands that are already out there legally as Life.
Just life, yeah.
And there's like some Christian bands, and there's some like poppy bands, and they're all pretty decently big bands. And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna just
Yeah, we're
take
not
the
gonna
name
change it.
Life.
Yeah, but don't you have those little dots in between each of your letters?
We do
for like
on some
logos
of them,
that
yeah.
we've made or shirt designs and stuff like that, yeah, that's most likely what we're gonna go with. Just because it's one.
I think legally it would work.
it's
It's
just easier for people to do. Like when you get the long name, yeah, you can put it into a sweet little logo, but I think when you put Life in it, it just stands out more. People like that. People are lazy. They like saying short words.
The full name has gotten some attention a few times too. Like we've played some random shows where like the radio station 94.1 has like announced the bands that are going to be at the show, and they said our name, and then they went on for about 3 minutes like, holy shit, why is this name so long, and what the hell is Entropy? And we're like, that's awesome. Every other band on the list, they just said the name,
Yeah.
but they were like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, I'll take it.
They're
Yeah.
like, what
That's
the
a
fuck does
little
entropy
extra
mean?
talk.
Yeah.
So
We have those moments too when we come across a name and we're like, well, that's the most obscure name you could possibly
Right.
name yourself.
Or they're just so incredibly brutal.
Yeah, a lot of them is just brutality.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I love it.
a lot
Yeah.
of grindcore bands.
We'll
that are
we'll
just-
say some tonight, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?"
Those are
Don't
the best
worry,
ones.
it's
though. They
coming
have the
up.
hardest shit.
Coming up later in the show.
I'm excited.
So, how long has the band, this lineup, this is the original, I guess, then lineup of the band?
Essentially,
part,
we're
yeah.
missing a guitarist that's no longer in the band due to we just didn't
Due to
mesh
life.
well. Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Shut up.
he was with us for the inception for the most part, and like our first EP, he was on there, and then we just weren't meshing as well as we could, and we went separate ways, and now we only have one guitarist.
Who is not here?
But he's the one that's not here, Kelly. So yeah. Besides that, yeah, this is the originals.
Yeah, Kelly was originally the rhythm guitar player anyway, and basically when we separated ways, it was like, hey, Kelly, would you enjoy taking the lead on it? And he stepped up and wanted to do it, and we did it. And
Like now
It
you're
works.
the guy.
yeah, now we're with a lineup that
You're,
works.
you're him.
Yeah, and honestly, Mike gets a lot more room to fill that spot
That
too.
void,
Instead of
yeah.
having two guitarists going back and forth, or
So you had
just
two guitars
yeah.
and keys.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. We were 6 people, which on a small bar stage, where one of them is a giant keyboard, and then you have 2 guitarists, and this guy has to have a huge ass drum set because
Yeah,
Fucking
gotta-
Zach,
5 piece,
dude.
get a 9.
exactly. It got tight. So honestly,
There were shows that were like we almost had to turn down because we knew that we weren't going to fit the stage.
we'd see the stage and be like, "How?
Yeah.
How will we make this
Like-
work?"
Well, but
It's
then
not
there
gonna
was that
happen.
house show in the basement that I was basically on top of his like drum kit and rack. And
And that was after
I was basically
we lost a
getting
guitarist.
butt fucked by his damn rack.
Dude, that show was fucking sweet.
it was good though.
That was a sweet fucking
It was
show.
like a tiny room, just packed full of people.
We tried to find another
So-
house show. Like house shows are super
Dude,
fun.
house shows are where it's at.
It's
Yeah,
a lot
really
of
fun.
Oh, yeah.
super lot of a lot of energy.
A lot of energy because, dude, you're all in this confined space.
Right.
And
You
fucking-
can't help but move if one person wants to move.
Oh, yeah.
So
You're moving
you
with
get
them.
that one guy
One
going.
guy.
It's
Set.
a party.
So you said with music-wise, you've got how many CDs have you guys put out?
We've put out one EP.
Okay.
That's all we've actually officially released, and that was 2 years ago now.
The music that we're playing tonight is from that CD.
Yeah.
We have that CD with us, and we also do have 2 unofficial unreleased tracks.
Oh.
Yeah,
The one is going to be the first heard here. So
yeah.
that'll be fun.
Dad.
Yeah.
Love debuting new music.
Oh yeah.
That's exciting.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
the first CD, what was it called?
It was called Out of the Past, is what we called it.
We were going to have a theme going with the CDs where we're going to kind of like out of the past, and then there was going to be a present kind of feel, and then there was going to be a future one.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're still doing that or not, but
Who knows if we'll continue that theme?
Yeah.
It's been a while
Depends
since
on how we
that
write.
happened, but it's possible we could still do it. But at the moment, we're kind of more trying to focus on releasing like singles leading up to something bigger. We have a good few songs written, but we're kind of slowly been writing them since we lost our second guitarist. We kind of just sat down and reworked
The whole band.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
the whole I feel like the whole sound of what we're doing now, compared to the first album, is much improved because for one, we didn't have Zach in the band, so Zach didn't write the drums in the first one.
Yeah, the whole first EP is just programmed drums that I did on a laptop.
Yeah.
So
when you
not
get
as
like
cool as a live drummer.
yeah, basically with a different feel too, because like I'd been playing with Cody for almost 7 years at that point. I knew where he was going to do a change, and it was ridiculous.
We still do that stupid
And when Zach came in, it threw me off because I hadn't heard a different
You
drummer.
had to
Yeah.
adapt.
Yeah, I had to adapt, and it changed how I played, and basically I had to improve how I played.
You got to learn how to play bass, right?
I still don't.
Nah.
Well, why don't we go ahead and play a track to introduce the metal experience world to life? What
All
do you guys want to play first?
Which one are you guys thinking? One of the,
Order to
old
Chaos.
ones? Nah, we can't
open
start
with that, you
we can't start with the new
jackass.
stuff.
chapters or issues.
Issues.
You want to do chapters?
Chapters.
Yeah, actually,
Chapters is the
Chapters
intro.
is the opening track to our EP.
That's how we
did
did
how
our
we started our shows
sets,
for
yeah.
quite a while. Quite a while.
Well, I think that's the perfect start then. Morgan,
Yes.
let's do it. We're going to do chapters off of the Out of the Past EP by Living Inside Fearless Entropy. Let's do it.
I wake up and my life sucks, just like every day. 'Cause reality's the same and I'll never fucking change. If I'm living in the past, then I'm burning through my future. I've got to make a change. Today is the day, 'cause what's written on your tombstone is just a fucking name. still burning. Help me extinguish the flame. I'm sick of the pain. I'm tearing apart and I'm going insane. And my past is still burning. My past is still burning. Every chapter of my life, it's tearing me down from the inside. Feeling trapped inside this mind. Pretending that all pictures fine. I'm lost on the shelf, can't look at myself, and I don't know how I can ask for your help. Every day feels like pain. Every night I'm awake. I'm rewriting this book as I tear another page. Sharing away, sharing away. Burning away, burning away. Sharing away, sharing away. Burning away, burning away. Now I'm turning the page and looking towards tomorrow and the chapters that will follow. 'Cause my past is still burning. Help me extinguish the flame. I'm sick of the pain. I'm tearing apart and I'm going insane. And my past is still burning. My past is still.
Hey! You! Listening to this podcast right now! Do you want to hear a fucking podcast about anything and everything? Like movies, music, television, and more? Oh my god. Well, you've come to the right place. Subscribe to Journey into Comics Network, and you get Podcastrophe, hosted by me, Dick. Why not throw a couple bucks to the Patreon? It's your choice. Yeah. This is a Podcastrophe.
That sounds so awesome.
We're Witherer. Hi, Witherer. And we're addicted to metal on the Metal Experience.
First time
All
for the
right.
second time.
We're back for the third time.
For the third time.
I'm Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze, and we are hanging out with Life. Life as we know it. That was Chapters from the band. And where did you guys record Chapters in the whole EP?
Yeah.
The
so,
garage.
we recorded it in Joe's garage.
Yeah, the greatest sound quality ever, the garage.
Yeah.
Where all bands start.
I'm sure there was some like guitar recording in other people's living rooms, but for the most part, it was in his garage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did the neighbors come out and watch as you did it?
Oh,
You don't even
we
want to
shouldn't
know.
talk about the neighbor.
We should not talk about the neighbor.
There's one neighbor that's in hearing distance. that-
And she is
She's
a
the
bitch.
worst.
That's what we're gonna leave it at. She is a bitch.
It's okay. She won't listen to this.
Yeah.
Please tell us more about
I
this
hope she
neighbor.
does.
Not listen to
Honestly.
this.
I hope she listens to this.
Yeah,
I'll have you know, she was a ballerina, so.
Whoa.
we have gotten the cops called us a few times by her.
Just
we'll just leave it at
last
that.
night it happened.
Yeah. Well, we weren't even there. That was a different problem.
So wait,
Uh-oh.
how late are you guys, when you guys practice, how late do you go?
We can go to 12. We know
used
the
to
law.
We used to play pretty late.
Yeah?
When we were in our
Sorry.
band, I think we'd play probably past 12 for sure. But
Oh, yeah. There were days when we'd be playing till 3:30
she'd call the
in
cops
morning.
on us like during the day and whatever.
Oh, it's way out in the country.
Yeah,
There's
we're way
no
out in the
sound
country. We're not in the
ordinance.
town, so like
So,
we knew the law. Like state law didn't kick in until 12, so the cops would come up. Yeah, we can't do anything. We just have to respond because she called. We're like, Sweet, you want to hear some metal?
The fact that that cop probably had to drive like a half hour to get to tell you
Yeah.
to keep
like
it.
20 minutes.
There
yeah.
was times
So we
too-
knew we had until about 12:25 before anyone could get there.
Yeah, like we knew the time, the cutoff time. Like the one time they showed up, they like rolled by and we were like had the garage up, just waving at them.
We had just finished playing.
Yeah, it was
and
perfect
it's
timing.
like, you definitely didn't hear us.
What
'cause we
time
had
did you guys
just-
start at?
It depends on the day.
Some days we would get there at 1 and we wouldn't finish.
We would play
We'd play all day. Like we were going pretty hard, and there was
That's why I stopped playing drums.
weeks where we probably did weeks where we had played damn near every day of the week.
Every day for like
at
8
least a few
hours.
And
yeah.
how close is your neighbor?
Probably 100 yards, 200 yards.
It's far enough where when she says that we're shaking her pictures off her walls,
Yeah.
it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Because the pictures hanging on the garage walls are staying up.
Yeah.
So,
We call bullshit.
okay.
Yeah, basically. and
My rickety shanty walls, they can't handle.
She's got a nice
it's
ass
gr-
house.
Yeah,
too.
it's a really nice house, but like the garage is made of brick, and like if you shut the door, the house is legitimately 20 feet away.
It's right there.
We can shut the door. We could play as loud as we want. My mom's like, "Yeah, I can hear
She'll
you."
sleep right through it. Can't
Like,
even
that's
hear it
what
up
the,
there.
Then
the
how's
cop
this
even
lady-
said that.
The cop couldn't
200
hear us
yards
until he
away.
opened the door.
He's like, "I didn't even hear you. Like I pulled up once I
He was-
like got to the door. I could hear you." I
We
was
were
like,
playing, and he was pounding on the door.
We didn't know.
Then he flashed a light through the window, and we were like, "Oh shit!"
"I
and we all
seen it. I stopped." Yeah.
Yeah.
And this lady is either 100 yards or 200 yards. That's a big difference.
100, probably 100, 150, probably not 200.
Buck
Probably
50,
150, yeah.
and she can hear you guys perfectly.
Oh,
what she
apparently.
says.
Funny thing.
Okay.
So we have a neighbor who is not within 100 yards. He's about
He's like a mile away, dude.
about a mile away. When we were in the other band, we had the garage doors open or whatever, and apparently it echoes perfectly through this little valley that we're in. And he actually
Right
heard
across the
us.
cornfield.
Yeah, he heard us and he came over and said, "Hey, would you like to play my daughter's graduation?"
So we
Did
have
you guys-
one neighbor calling the cops, telling us we're too loud, and he's like, "You should play my daughter's graduation."
Did you end up
party."
playing his?
We
did.
sure did.
He played on a hay wagon.
We were.
That's
I
fucking
had the drums
awesome.
up on a wagon. The rest of them were on the ground. This
I had-
was our old
I had
band.
jorts
I was
on
Like,
Nice,
and a
dude.
bandana.
I was like 18, maybe.
I was
I don't know,
younger.
we were
I don't
young.
even know if I was 18.
I don't
Were there
know.
like cows and stuff watching you too?
I'm sure
Probably
they were hearing.
right across the street.
So how was the party?
It was
Oh,
really
lit.
good,
Yeah, it was
actually.
lit.
And
Dude.
what did this girl graduate from?
High school, I believe.
Yeah, it was just,
I think she graduated
just our
from the
local
high school.
I don't know if she was in
So then,
Janesville
if you
or
guys were
Orfordville.
in your grade, then
No, I think I must have been a little older.
I had to be close to graduating.
I don't remember.
Oh, I just
I'll be
wait.
honest.
The only reason
Terrible
The only
memory.
reason I know when this was is because I've only shaved my head one time, so it was definitely during senior year.
Oh yeah.
So it was
All
definitely
right.
2014.
Well, then I was graduated.
Otherwise, I've had the long locks.
Yeah.
Pantene.
Pantene.
can't. Ooh, nice.
Not a sponsor yet.
Yeah.
Soon. Pantene sponsor us.
So then, tell me about the show that you played for this girl that graduated. She dug the.
Metals.
Yeah.
She
Apparently.
wore black. I mean, what more do you
Her
need
and
to
her
qualify?
friends seemed to enjoy it. We weren't playing any covers either, and there's no way they knew any of our
Anything what we were
music.
doing.
They just
Right.
enjoyed music,
Yeah.
and that was really good for us because it was nothing anyone would recognize.
Yeah.
It was just us up there playing.
Watching it back, it looks so terrible.
It does. There's videos on Facebook on our old band page of it, and it's like, wow, we got away with that. Woo! But it was a good time. I think that was technically our first show.
I didn't even know that neighbor. He just came down
Ever
one day
playing.
and introduced himself. He's like, my dad knew him.
Did you not know the girl that you played for?
Oh,
the
I had no idea she even was
No.
there.
I had no idea she was
we
a
met
person.
her at
Yeah.
her party. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to play for my daughter's graduation? Sweet. This is the first time hey, that's my daughter.
Perfect. Congrats on your graduation.
Basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
Playing Johnny's bar mitzvah. Like me first thing of me was, you know, I'm talking about Morgan.
Oh, wow. Calling her out. Putting her on blast right now.
So the that was before Life, though,
Yep.
right? Okay.
Yep.
But you
That
guys
band
been,
was called Buried Alive. It was quite the original name.
He was
I
really
know.
heavy into Avenged Sevenfold, and that's where the
Yeah,
name
it really,
sprouted.
really was. It
There
was-
is a band called Buried Alive, but it's BERRIED.
Charles
Yeah, and
Caswell,
they're so
who's like
good.
one of the greatest
So good.
guitarists ever.
He's fucking nuts.
Yeah, he's real good.
I couldn't play like that.
No. Oh no.
He goes nuts.
No, he.
I have their CD. I have one of his CDs, and I
Yep.
totally forgot about that band. That's kind of fun.
I just remember getting a text message from Luco one day, and I'm in Wisconsin. And he goes, "You need to order me this." And I'm looking at it. I'm like, "What the fuck is this album cover with
was it the
evil
was it the crazy
strawberries all over it?"
Yeah, dude.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is buried alive,
Like,
Luco?
shut up, just order it for me.
He's like,
I
there
need
you
it.
go.
He started putting stuff out like right when we started playing shows, and we're like, man, if only we could kind of tag along on his name, that would have been great.
People would think that it was
Some
and then
like
just-
spin off of him or
Yeah.
something. The shittier version of him
dude,
because
he's
too
such a good guitarist.
Yeah, I can't play like that. Not a chance.
We
So-
should find you a band called Death that's abbreviated to play with you.
There is a
guys.
band called Death.
But like
Well,
D.E.A.T.H with
It's like the most of me, but then we had that, what was it, the worst of me? There was like, we found a whole bunch of like bands that had acronyms and we wanted them all to play together. It never
Right.
happened.
Well, we had our like small little 3-day tour that was Life, and then the most of me, which was T-Mom, and then we had Reaching Everest, which they do not have an acronym of RA, but we said they did, just so we could be cool and say that it was all 3 bands with acronyms.
Wait, so what did you say was Teen Mom?
T-Mom,
T-Mom. Used to be
the
a
most
band.
of me.
They used to be a
not
band.
a band anymore.
The most of me. Oh,
Yeah.
that became Pushover and
Yep,
Dead Awake.
and Dead
Yeah.
Awake.
Well,
Love those
Yep.
guys.
Yep. We played a million shows with them.
We've had
Both-
the most to be
both,
on.
both the bands.
Dead Awake is going to be on our show July 2nd.
Shout
Oh,
out to Morgan
hell
Irby
yeah,
and
dude.
all of his Jersey subs. A1 steak sauce.
Trying to get sponsored by anyone and everyone.
Anyone and
No,
everyone.
it's just-
Pizza.
Since Jack's Pizza turned them down, they're trying anything and everything.
That was a good push.
It was a
surprised. We
good push.
pushed
The
hard
fact
with
that
that
they
too.
told them that they would call them back and
Yeah.
that they
Have you
were
ever
actually
gone to their page and looked at
Yeah.
the comments now? It's just all Dead Awake. Like, I
That's
didn't eat pizza
all there
before Dead
is.
Awake.
that's what they said to do was just blow up Jack Pizza's page. Is great.
And then A1 sauce. I don't know about you guys, but A1 sauce makes your steak worse. Like,
I love
listen,
A1.
No,
hate
I
me, but
agree.
A1
I'm
is
with
terrible.
Morgan.
My dad said if you need to use A1, the steak's shitty.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
That's fine.
If you're
I like A1 sauce.
He chugged that. You see him chugging that A1?
Dude, I envied that
I'll
video.
have another one.
I would have been with him had he told me ahead of time. I would have
But
slammed
no,
the
that's
bottom of A1.
your dad's a real American. If you need A1 sauce in your steak,
It's not good
that steak is
You might
not a
not
good
need
steak.
it, but
I agree.
mean,
Zach agrees.
I'm gonna.
Well, let's play
I'm gonna
another
eat
track
it.
from you guys. What's the next song that you would like us to
Now we
play?
should do
Quick shot.
apologize.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I'll do the quick
Might
shout
as
out. So
well.
on that last one, we also had Nathan Pulley. We'll do this
Oh
quick.
yeah.
So
from
Nathan
Archers.
Pulley, he's
You're
from
terrible.
Archers.
We didn't
They first,
announce it.
well, they kind of died for a second, but we got them on the track, and then their band's hitting it hard right now, and we hope to play more shows. We've only played one
Yeah.
show with them.
Go
So
Archers.
this was the guest vocalist on
on chapters.
Chapters.
Yep.
He's
Songs
the
before,
angel.
Yeah, all of the really nice singing. That's all Nate.
Yeah. The rest of it's coded.
He's fantastic. We had him record again in Joe's garage
What
Yep.
band is he on?
from Archers.
Archers?
Yep.
They're currently on a tour with Growing, I think, at the moment.
Yeah,
Just finished
Growing
it
Sick
Sunday.
Too.
Yep.
All the
Alright.
boys. They're all the boys.
Oh yeah.
And then, I'm sorry, what was the track we're going to play next?
Which one are we doing?
Doing issues.
I'm down for issues.
Issues goes right down the
Yeah,
line.
we're gonna do
Alright.
we're gonna go down the line. We're gonna do issues.
This one also has a guest vocalist. His name is Jacob Ruffin. He's currently the drummer of band Midsummer.
Oh, so
Yeah,
at one
they
point you had
just started.
4 drummers.
They're gonna debut.
I don't know if he was playing drums at the time at all yet.
I think he was just doing vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he did vocals
I think he
on
came
this
in to
track.
play drums with us for a second, but
He was, yeah.
nothing ever panned out.
No, we've got too many of you already.
Right.
We know if
You guys should just be Slipknot.
Just have
down.
everyone
we thought
play
about
drums.
that when we had 6
if
people.
we're Slipknot, he has to blow out a nut.
Yeah, Corey Taylor blowing nuts out.
Blowing nuts,
At
bro.
practice.
Just
All
blowing
right.
nuts.
Well, it sounds like we got some issues to play, so here we go.
Oh yeah.
Blowing nuts over here.
Back when I was just a kid playing Nintendo, my daddy wasn't there, but I used to pretend. Yo, he was off getting high, smoking on the endo. Guess he didn't realize that I needed a friend. Yo, but now I'm getting older and my days are getting shorter. Said my heart is getting colder. I don't need nobody's shoulder. Too high on, no cash to get by on, no plans to get high on. Nobody to rely on.
Hey yo, it's Troy Adams from the podcast Wrestling Society. Every single Wrestling Wednesday, we bring you brand new episodes where we review the best and worst of professional wrestling eras of the past, as well as the biggest current events in professional wrestling and mixed martial arts. Search for us on YouTube, where we have hilarious WWE Network watch-alongs, reviews of terrible shows, and other great content. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at PodRes Society, and we're available on all podcast platforms. Come join the Society.
Bury me in the distance. Deep breaths, let it in. Tear my mind into pieces. Just watch me fall apart.
I'm Meredith.
I'm Ryan. And I'm John. And we are Victims. And you're listening to the Metal Experience. Check out our full-length album, Volume 2, Inside the Mind, available everywhere.
All right, once again, we are back with the Metal Experience. And I am Morgan Danielle with clueless Luco Blaze.
No way, brah.
And we are hanging out with Life.
Life.
Living inside Fearless Entropy.
Jake Quellen.
And that
Jake
was
Quellen.
the song Issues, which featured some badass rapping on it. So, Cody, was that you doing all that rapping stuff?
I did do that, but I did not write that.
Okay.
I am not experienced in
But
the
you
rapping.
rapped.
In the rapping.
In the rapping.
Kind of.
He's good around Christmas time, but other than that.
I'm actually terrible at rapping presents.
Fuck rapping.
I wrap all my Christmas presents. I used to wrap them all in newspaper.
Oh, yeah.
And then Morgan made me stop
yeah.
doing that. And I was like, fuck that shit. So I would buy Justin Bieber wrapping paper from the dollar store.
Oh, there you go.
Take
Damn.
that, world.
Yeah. You're showing them. God damn.
Luco thinks he's just so cool.
No, I
Badass
don't.
over here.
I just think it's hilarious. I also hate Christmas.
Oh,
I know.
oh.
I hate Christmas too.
I don't.
It makes me go broke.
Right?
Me
like,
too.
listen, don't buy me anything. I won't buy you anything. And we keep living our lives.
I don't think my
I just-
girlfriend's gonna watch this, but she's needy.
I always spoil the shit out of my kids, so I don't.
I don't have kids. I don't have to worry about that.
I
Just got a needy
love it.
girlfriend.
I love Christmas.
I don't like spoiling anything except my appetite
Yeah.
and the toilet.
Damn.
Well, that's a given.
Oh, we don't even need to bring up. We don't need it.
The Badger Show.
So we were talking
Bring up the
off
badger.
air.
You've piqued my
Oh my
interest.
So this guy,
Zach is gonna want to leave.
I didn't start it.
the most of me.
Yeah, we were on the. I think it was a 3-day run actually.
It was
a
the
3-day run.
run with the most.
And Ian has this irrational fear where he cannot defecate in toilets that are not his own.
That's a thing.
It's
We've
coming.
had somebody else on the show like that, but I can't remember who it is.
So
Yeah,
they just
Ian.
shit in their pants.
He needed to go so bad, and we were at this Badger bar, and it came out.
Oh,
And
jeez.
it didn't go down.
It did not go down.
Yeah, you couldn't flush the toilet after he went
And
in
Cody
there
had to go
fucking
through it. You
destroyed
fuck.
it.
This is why he doesn't like going besides at his own house, because
Cody
if something happens, it's
makes
not
sense.
embarrassing.
Yeah,
not
but I
the
think
end,
also
though.
when you get that clogged up and you just blast like 47 pounds
There's
of
kids.
human shit,
Jesus.
you know,
That wasn't the end of the story.
that
either.
happens.
It gets worse though.
Yeah.
After it's
But wait,
closed,
there's more.
You can smell it outside by now.
It was bad.
Yeah, so it had been in there so long that it has a particular smell. And then Cody's like, well, I got to go too.
I'm trying
why
to
not-
shield
you pooped
those
on
people
another
that
man's
just
poop?
I'm
passed
not
from
gonna
our
not take a
conversation.
shit before our show.
That was terrible.
Yeah, he shit on top of shit.
Because
You pooped
I
on
needed to
another
shit.
man's poop.
I did.
And I went
And
to go.
It was real bad.
Dude, you couldn't even walk.
I went to go take a piss about 20 minutes after that, and I go in there and I got my shirt over my nose, and that's not doing anything. And I'm like,
There was
literally
no
like,
stopping
fuck
it.
this. I'm
Crying.
gonna go outside right in the middle of this town. I'm gonna go piss on the side of the building, and this
like a
dude
homeless
walks
person.
in, and he just looks at me and like turns his head. And he's like, I think someone shit themselves. And
Like,
at
it
that
wasn't me,
point,
I promise.
I couldn't open my mouth because I was gonna throw up. So I just ran outside and I went to take a piss, and it was seeping outside the building.
Yeah, you
It
could
was
smell
like the
so
rest
bad.
of the night.
You could, there was.
that whole area.
I felt so
was
bad. There was
just-
only
Thank
one
God.
worker there. There was like one
Yeah,
bartender.
so she
and-
had to bartend, cook, and then clean literally the shit. Thank
She needs
God
a
I ate
fucking
my
Medal of
food
Freedom.
before she-
like she did. What she did there was
She
heroic.
didn't deserve that.
I didn't.
That boy shit on the other boy's
start it,
shit.
But I definitely didn't help the situation.
You just mixed smells.
It just got worse.
Yeah. It's gross.
So
Hey,
Cody,
but
when
you gotta
were,
do what you gotta do.
when you were in there, how was it?
It
when
was
you were,
awful.
And you just
I'm not gonna
went in there
lie.
and got
I
got
just-
it done.
I can't believe Zach
pushed
even went
through
in there.
because
As soon as I entered, I couldn't even fucking go any further. I was like, no,
no, I made
It's
it
like
all
an
the way in. I
invisible
took a
fucking
shit and then I
barrier.
got out and I felt way better.
You ever walked into a
But
wall?
I'm not gonna. I mean, it's show day. You know, you don't want to be on stage and have to.
Got the tummy
Yeah,
rumbles.
dude,
Yeah, he's
You don't
pushing
wanna
from
do
his
that on
gut, trying to
stage.
scream, and he's fucking
So-
shits himself.
You just man through it and you just.
There
take a
weren't
shit.
any other places down the street
Where
that
did
you
I
could have.
go? I definitely had to go at one point. I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
not sure.
I'm pretty sure I didn't
We
have
were
to
in a
shit, but I
strange place
definitely
that I'd
pissed in the
never
bush.
been, and I'm just like, I don't care. I'm gonna go shit.
I pissed in a bush or something on the street, like right by the fire department.
But yeah, like
I had to go.
the rest of the night, you would see people like walk towards the bathroom and get to the door and just be like,
Turn around.
"That's too far."
Abort.
Just turn
Abort
around.
mission. Mission failed.
We ruined that bathroom. But hey,
No,
Disgusting.
you and Ian.
what happens?
ruined
happens,
that
man.
bathroom.
Yeah. I'm never going to that place again.
And
Man,
what
I just
uh,
wanted to take a piss.
what was the bar called?
Which one was that?
Badger Bar.
In what was the city?
Reedsburg.
Reedsburg.
It was in
Wisconsin.
Reedsburg. Yeah.
Badger Bar and Reed's is never,
so sorry.
never been
Sorry.
the same.
I'm so sorry.
Sponsor us.
God damn it.
Have us back, and we won't destroy your toilet this time. Maybe.
Or just get
Don't
better
invite
plumbing.
Ian. Don't invite Ian.
We'll bring you some Glade.
yeah,
I feel
dude.
like maybe you should have flushed halfway through or
You
something.
could flush.
A courtesy
Oh,
flush.
it
we talked about
by the
this at
time
work.
I got in there, it would not flush.
Well,
And
that's
I'm
'cause
like,
it's
what
all
the fuck
loaded.
happened? And I'm like, but that's not stopping me. I'm not.
What
Not
did Ian
stopping.
have to say for himself?
I
He told
I had
me
to
not
go,
to
man.
go in there. That's what he told me.
Don't go in there, man. It's
you.
terrible.
He definitely
war
did
zone.
warn me ahead of time. And then after I came out, he's like, holy shit, you made it through that. And I'm like, well, yeah, I had to go.
And then you were like, yeah,
And then
but don't go in there.
I'm pretty sure we high-fived and had a good time about it.
Celebration.
It was great. It was awesome.
Zach still gags about it to this day.
And then how'd the show go?
Oh, it was,
That was pretty
Other than that,
it was decent.
Just didn't stand in the
Yeah, it
back.
was just
Don't
show.
stand in the back, and you were fine.
Yeah, you really wanted to be close to stage this time.
perfect.
Yeah, you really did.
So
That should be your thing.
It's
it
actually a
worked
good
in our
idea.
benefit, I
It
guess.
really helps because a lot of times at the shows you got a lot of people standing in the back, but not at this one.
Not when you shit all over. Not when you shit piss yourself in the back.
Yeah, you don't want to be back there.
We got a fucking pile of shit. It reminded me of the Joe Dirt when he thought he had a missile.
It's pronounced Dirte. Yeah, whatever. Dirt.
Fucking hits the top of it. Oh, it got poo
That
on
was a
me.
meteorite.
Yeah. That's what it
The
was.
the missile they found, they like on
Yeah.
berries or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's just poop. And someone slapped a biohazard sticker on it. The band Biohazard.
Well, this feels like a great
Poop chat with
a
Metal
great
Experience.
time for
We
a
could turn
break
it to dicks.
to share a very special poem. Here's Dan from One Steel Wound.
And now a word from D. Reitz of One Steel Wound.
Spoken poetry for the metal experience. Eat my cock, eat my cock. Don't spit on it, that ain't classy. Eat my cock, oh won't you eat my cock? No handies, let's get nasty. Eat my ass, stir it with your hands. Eat my ass, spread brown, take me to class. You're listening to the metal experience.
Still stands true to
Thank you, Dan, for that.
The
I
eat my ass
I heard the One Steel Wound guys have more poetry and sweepers for us, but I haven't gotten them yet. So
That's great.
Need to get on
Unneeded.
it.
You have that
Yeah.
gold right there.
yeah, what a great on the spot poem that was.
We used to play that like every week, multiple times. Kind of got
Yeah, it's good.
got a
There's
lot.
special moments, but after a bunch of shit talk, yeah, that was needed.
Poop.
We went straight to dicks.
Sounded good.
We went, yeah. That seems to be a typical conversation with guys and bands that come on our show. There's some sort of shit or piss story or something that comes up.
Pee pee poo poo.
It's just like when you
And
go on the
it must
road.
be a guy
It's-
thing
it's the
because
human
girls
body,
we don't have that
Everybody poops.
conversation.
Everybody poops.
Yeah, but we try not
Everybody
to discuss it,
shook.
and I don't understand.
Morgan, everyone shit pisses out of their asshole. All
I
right.
definitely do
On
not. I
a
don't know what
clogged
that is.
toilet.
That sounds like a whole different level.
We just bring the extra.
The thing is, like, she's not wrong though about girls. Like, I've dated my girlfriend for 4 years. She still can't shit when I'm at the house. Like, I have to be gone for days.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Oh, she's like, yeah, I'm constipated. I know.
That does not sound healthy.
Yeah, I'm like, just fucking shit.
There's a bathroom.
I'm loaded with poop.
Joe, go around the block one more time so she could take a shit.
Yeah.
Dude, the one day she's like, oh, damn. I got home like earlier. She's like, I was going to poop. Sorry. Sorry.
Like you still can.
Yeah.
It's-
I was like, go.
And
the
we're
door is
still
open.
talking about shit. So let's talk metal. We're back with
Okay.
the metal experience.
man, come on. Shit experience?
I
This should be the poop experience.
didn't realize we were full of shit, but
Poop power hour.
Power hour.
so let's talk about your upcoming album that you guys are talking about.
Singles.
New stuff.
Releasing
Singles, stuff that you want to release. So you guys brought some teasers tonight of some things going to be released.
Yeah,
Let's talk about that. So when are you guys planning on releasing your new music?
So asking for a plan is
Terrible. Never ask us for a plan. We never know when it's going to be released.
we don't plan the greatest.
No.
And timelines are also not our thing. So
When it happens, it will.
we kind of
happen.
go with it. So the first song that we got is it's called Order to Chaos, which I don't know if we've ever officially named it that, but that's what we've been calling it for
Like 2 fucking
like 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't even know if that's in the song. But anyways,
It's not.
yeah, so we wrote it like 2 years ago and recorded it like a long time ago.
This was the
We've
first
been
time.
super slow with it.
This song was not recorded in the garage.
Yeah, this
Where was it recorded?
this song and all of the upcoming music.
I'm listening.
Besides that,
I'm intrigued.
we actually recorded with the band Growing.
I was gonna say that was on my mind. Of you mentioned growing, and I was like, I wonder if they're recording with
Yeah,
them.
We
they
sure are.
definitely have a thing where they're like, basically are making good money, either recording other bands, video recording other bands.
Speaking of
mix and
video,
mastering.
this song is going to be released with a video, and that's
Yes.
that's mostly why we've taken so long,
So long,
to release
yeah.
it. Because we're also really slow, like
the video editing,
getting our
and
video done. Like
actually
we
getting
we
it to
had
look
like
good.
one scene to shoot left, like a year ago, and we just shot it.
Whoa!
Not
We
too
shot
long
this
ago.
in like August mainly, and then we just finished the shooting.
If you see, like once you see it,
to
it
the
probably
get-go.
it'll make a lot more sense on how it works.
Did you guys have
We're
to
slow.
remember what you were wearing to do the reshoot?
didn't.
No, because the last thing didn't include any of the band members. It was more like some story type video to put in between us.
Gotcha.
Playing. So I wasn't there.
I
I
wasn't
couldn't
there.
even tell you about that.
Me and
experience.
Mike were
Mike
there.
was the only one there.
No, we were there.
We were there.
Oh, I wasn't there.
So what we pretty much did was we waited until after the winter was over, but before everything bloomed in the spring, so everything looked dead as shit.
Yeah.
Like all the nature around, it kind of fits what we were looking for.
So you had to wait for
Yeah.
a specific season.
Whole
Well,
fucking
we didn't have
nature.
to, but we did.
When we first
didn't
shot it,
have
when we
to.
first shot it, everything was green, grown, overgrown, alive, and then when we waited, everything was dead and gone. So
Yeah,
kinda
it
cool.
got to the point where we were planning it, and it was like snow fucking everywhere, and we're like, let's wait for some of the snow to disappear, because it might look better, and it did.
Yeah, it worked.
Boom.
So we waited a little extra long just for snow to get the fuck out of the way.
Get the fuck out of here,
It
snow.
takes forever
I
in Wisconsin. You
hate-
have your
yeah,
freaking
so-
first winter, your second winter, your 18th winter.
That's how Chicago was too.
Yeah,
Fucking annoying.
36 winters.
yeah, you gotta have mid-February summer just to get winter right after that.
So what is this track called?
Order to Chaos is what it should say on there. Potentially labeled
Life.
unofficial.
I don't know. That's
I think I labeled it
It might
unofficial.
Yes.
say inevitable
That's what it says.
catastrophe.
No, it's way.
It
different
says
than that.
Order to Chaos, unofficial.
Yep, that's the newest mix we've gotten back. I believe this is the last mix we're getting, but it could change
Yeah.
before we actually release it.
They got
but-
better, like they keep getting better programs and stuff, and Javier will message us be like, "Hey, let me try something."
Yeah, he's got like, I got new shit I want to try, so I'll send you a new version in a little bit. And I'm like, I'm not saying no.
Yeah.
like, go
you
for
go,
it.
you go right
Perfect.
ahead.
It's gonna sound better.
And
Hell
like
yeah.
we don't try and like hit time goals like we probably should. So
No.
we're like, if you have something you want to do with it, take your time, do what you got to do, and we'll get
figure
to
it
it.
out.
Awesome. Well, here is Order to Chaos, a brand new unheard track off an unofficial yet release from Life.
You'll never know.
Enjoy.
What's going on? I'm Morgan Danielle.
I'm Luco Blaze from the Metal Experience in Chicago, Illinois.
And you're listening to Small Town Mentality Podcast with your hosts, Ben and Austin.
Woo! All right, we just heard another Living Inside Fearless Entropy track. That was a brand spanking new one. That was Order to Chaos. But now, Morgan, it's time.
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found!
Only on the Metal Experience.
Well, this week, brought to you by our friends at Imprint Recording. Your music, your imprint. Visit imprintrecordings.com for more information for all your recording needs. The band this week from Newark, New Jersey. Did I say that correctly?
Say it with the accent.
Newark.
He's about as Midwest as they come.
That we have My Iron Heart. We have a twofer for you. We have Transmorphism and Architects Drafting Mountain Sketches featuring Jason Vocal. Morgan, let's fucking do it! Woo!
I'm a dude, and I'm inviting you to join me on a podcast about brews.
Does that include stouts?
Yes, of course it includes stouts. Like I was saying, join us every Saturday on the journey into...
Wait a minute. Do you guys do anything about like IPAs?
Yes,
Stuff like that?
yes, we do IPAs.
Okay.
Yes. Anyway, join us on the Journey into Comics Network for Brews with Dudes.
Whoa, hey, have you guys ever? Do you care if I bring some Zima on?
Yes, I care if you bring Zima. Zima doesn't count. Zima's Dr. Dongo. Anyway, join us every Saturday for a podcast that delves into the craft brew world.
Yo, what's up, everybody? You got Diggs McNasty,
Timmy D, Corey Carmander Davidson,
and Jared Ercoli from Fools Brew, and we fucking love metal. So listen in to the Metal Experience because there's some cool motherfuckers, goddammit. Ho ho!
Woo! All right, again, that was brought to you by our friends at Imprint Recordings. Your music, your imprint. Visit imprintrecordings.com for more information for all your recording needs. I feel like there needs to be some sort of like disclaimer. Like, they didn't record with Imprint Recordings. It's just they sponsor that segment.
Yes. Great job.
I think I
you
know
just
what band
did
recorded there.
that.
Bingo!
There you go.
Who? What band?
I think Reckless Redemption's recording there. I could be wrong.
I am pretty sure they are. I think they're recording with Charlie. So there's two guys that do it. Justin from So Called Saints, and then Charlie from Genotype and the Darksiders.
Yep.
But they've got two different houses I think that they work at because they're in two different locations. But they own
still-
Imprint
they
Recordings
both-
together. Reckless Redemption's awesome. Yes.
But it's like one's over here and one's all the way over here. So you kind of
daddy.
like, depending on
Yeah.
where you want to go,
Yeah.
one's closer.
Who's closer?
So that, again, was the band My Iron Heart from Newark.
Newark.
New Jersey. That was Transmorphism and Architects Drafting Mountain Sketches, which featured Jason Vocal. On vocals. No, I don't know if he was on vocals. I don't know what he was. Vocals. I am Luca Blaze with Morgan Danielle. We are rocking out in the back of Fitz's spare keys with Living Inside Fearless Entropy Life. When we went downstairs, that my buddy who also works here, who was like, I'm going to hang out and fucking watch what you guys do. He's like, what's the name of this band? And I told him, he's like, man, that's a long name.
You're goddamn right
Yep.
it is.
You goddamn right it is.
Better take a breath, boy.
Use the acronym.
You fucking butthole.
And he never came back because he was scared.
Oh,
What
no,
did you do?
He was hanging out over here, finger.
You just couldn't say the name and he walked away.
He's seen
Finger
Zach,
popping your
that
asshole.
ugly motherfucker down
Finger
there.
popping.
Do you have a question? Is that why you're waving?
No, I was just.
Oh.
He's fucking clapping his
He's
own.
clapping with one hand over here.
I thought there was an issue. Well, let's play more Life. I know
More
that there's
Life.
some more music to play tonight. What do you want to play next?
What do you guys want to do?
New?
Run
Old?
through Darker Days, and then we'll.
Darker Days or Apologize?
These are my confessions.
I actually want to see Zach in his cool guy glasses. Zach, can you put on your cool guy glasses?
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, snap.
Whoa.
Look at how cool that guy is.
Guys,
Holy shit, he's a
hold
knock.
on.
He's a fucking knock.
Hold on. He's ready for Men in Black International.
Damn. I was going to say
Absolutely.
Terminator
What are you, a cop?
46.
Wait, look here. You're not going to remember anything?
He is a private investigator.
That is true. I'm a licensed private detective in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it looks like
Is
dicks
that the-
all
What?
day.
Are those licensed glasses right there?
Hold up.
So I mean,
State
they
issue, you're right.
can be. They're safety glasses.
Oh,
so
nice.
depending on the company, they're rated for whatever
Safety.
fucking work you would do with them.
State issued.
They're
safety
rated
glasses.
for whatever
Got them at
fucking
the
work
local
you would
gas
do with 'em.
station.
They're bulletproof.
The local Casey's. Don't worry about it.
Whatever you're doing, that's what they're rated for.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
You said they're bulletproof?
Yeah, I wish.
Hell, right. Hell yeah.
I wish.
Those are glasses.
dare ya.
It's like that
Guys,
shitty
That-
fucking
being so
Superman
loud.
scene.
Put them on, man. They.
Shoot me in the fucking eye, I dare ya. These are bulletproof, bitch.
Jesus.
Oh, hell yeah.
What track were we going to play?
Want to do the cover first?
Yeah.
We'll do the cover.
Apologize.
Yeah, we covered Apologize. So
By
who's
One
playing
Republic and
that?
One
Timberland.
Republic.
Yeah.
Timberland.
I love this song. I can't wait.
You might not love it as much after this.
Still better than Silver
Well,
Sting.
way to already set me up for disappointment.
You're
yeah.
welcome.
Alright, we're my lean chick. Don't fight us on the Metal Experience. Stuff, metal, docking, and banquet chickens.
All right, we are the Metal Experience, and we are sorry that you just heard that. Sorry.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
We
That was a
apologize.
good apology. We apologize,
that was
you're
that was
right.
an awesome cover of Apologize.
That was really
One
good, boys.
Direction and Timberland. How did you guys decide to cover that song?
I think that was my idea.
Yeah, I don't.
I just started playing because there's like.
Oh, he used to always play a bunch of covers on.
Yeah, I play
his
like
keyboard.
Sarah Bareilles.
Who?
Sarah Bareilles.
What is that?
Bohemian
Bareilles?
Rhapsody.
I'm just saying it.
You don't
again.
want to know.
I don't know. I used to do this little
Not
mashup
metal.
thing they used to play, and so I just started playing the Apologize song, and we're like, what if we covered this? And then we did it.
Yeah, we didn't have Zach at the time, so most of the time when we would jam, I would just play drums because that's what I knew how to do, and I would just jam, and he started playing a bunch of random songs, and we would just kind of go through them, and then we picked that one because it was
Easy.
it was really easy to cover, honestly.
It sounded good with screams in it, so
Yeah.
we just went with that.
That also sounds good with a genty drum rhythm too.
Right.
A lot of covers.
It was probably the most fun out of the songs that he would play that we were like, we can do this, and it just kind of happened. I just programmed the drums. I took the original song and just programmed like heavier drums over it and brought it to everyone, and they're like, well, this is cool. Let's do it.
So the drums in that track were also programmed?
Yeah.
Everything off the
Everything
first.
off the first EP was just
Wait, that
programmed.
was off the first EP? I thought that was something separate.
No,
that was
that's
first
the
EP.
last song on the first EP.
Okay.
Yep.
And then the newer stuff, is that have live tracked drummings?
Yes. Sure does.
Drums?
I have the video of Zach playing like 8 times on my phone.
Gotta love studio time.
Eight
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, we took so many videos because we're hopefully eventually going to mash something together. But
Yeah. So we planned on recording it while he tracked it so we can put out a cool little drum playthrough video.
I think I forgot that on my laptop.
You have one
it
for
took up
order,
so much
we have one
space. It
for
took up
Hayden.
like 10 gigabytes of space because we recorded in the highest quality possible.
4K, bro.
Why not, Brad Jewel?
I feel loved.
By the time we release it, it'll probably be 5K though. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be like super downgraded. You won't even be able to see
this
it
guy's
anymore.
nose hairs? This is bullshit.
Exactly. That's what it's gonna be.
That's
This
all
isn't
right.
a
They
fucking
say-
hologram.
Aren't they saying that 5G is gonna like fucking kill us all anyway?
Yeah.
So
Wait, what?
Cancer's inevitable.
They say
I mean,
5G is
like,
supposed to
oh,
kill
the
you or
frequency's
something.
so high.
Oh,
Oh,
with
boil
like-
fucking blood, something like that.
Yeah.
Give you
funny.
cancer?
Everything gives you
5G 's like-
cancer, but
I mean, go
Like,
walk in the
it's like
sun
vomit.
and you can get fucking cancer.
Mm.
I mean, gotta live life.
You eat a charred hamburger. and you
coming
get
from the guy
cancer.
that chain
Fuck it.
smoked his life away.
I'm living life, man.
He's
Smoke
living.
while
You
you
say
got
it
'em.
like he's gone.
Smoke him while you got smoke if you
He's
got
got
him.
him. He's dead.
He's got him.
Rest in peace.
And he's smoking them.
My neighbor is a kick-ass magnet from Vegas, and as a woman smoking it says, "I know it's gonna kill me, but at least I look cool."
That's like from the 40s, man.
That's some
find
old
that?
propaganda, bro.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Woo.
Good one, Morgan. Don't steal my woos.
Nice bass drop.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. Boom. What were some of the bands that got you guys into metal?
Ooh.
Saw is the law.
Saw is the law. Me and Cody have a thing for Whitechapel. As far as bands that got us into it,
As I Lay Dying.
As I Lay Dying, yeah. Which
Avenged
sucked.
Sevenfold a little.
Which sucked.
Yeah, because like when I was getting into metal, and they were playing shows, that was right when Tim actually went to jail. So I never got to see him, and then they came to the Apollo, and like it was like a
Yeah.
childhood dream come true for the first time. It was awesome.
You saw him?
It was so
We
good.
saw him
and
this
it was
last
so
tour
good.
also.
Yep.
Oh
It was
man,
very good. It was
so
fucking
good.
sold out. And you'd think
Hell
like
yeah.
it was gonna be mixed reviews because people would be like, "Fuck that band, I'm
I
done
don't
with it."
even
But
care,
dude, the
like,
fucking show we went to
that's
was
my
sold
childhood.
Yep.
out. An Ocean Between Us is fucking. That album's
Bro.
fucking so good.
So good.
Start to
That,
finish.
like, honestly, Tim is like listening to As I Lay Dying is how I kind of modeled my screaming, or learned how to scream vocally.
If you listen to An Ocean Between Us, listen to the lyrics to it, you're like, oh,
Oh yeah.
he did hate his wife. Like, just like listen to him. You kind of like you hear it like, oh shit, yeah. It's all in the lyrics for An Ocean
I
Between
don't know
Us.
if he was just fucked in the head because of the
I think
steroids or
Awakened, you
what.
can hear a lot of
Yeah?
his, like anger in that CD.
Yeah, he had a lot of anger. He seems to be fully recovered now and seems to be going in the right direction. So
Oh.
Yep.
Another one of the new ones, Redefined, I think, is what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking badass
They
song.
they definitely came back hard as fuck.
They're killing it right now, if you ask
I
me.
do like that.
Yeah, I fucking jammed that song earlier.
I'd say makes me
Makes me wanna kill
What me and Cody used to do is like anytime we had like a new member or something, we kind of like, hey, what's your top 5 influences, and like we kind of see what they were and like kind of see what direction we were gonna go.
So that's just a dick move to ask anyone.
Which is
'Cause
hard.
Anytime someone asks me,
What are your top 5 influences?
I don't know what the fuck to answer.
Anything but country.
I don't even know.
Right.
What are your top 5? What are your top 5 bands?
Oh fuck.
That got me
It's
into
so
it.
hard.
For me, it's probably like Breaking Benjamin.
Homo.
Same.
Sorry.
That's how I
We
learned how
don't
to play bass.
discriminate here,
That's how I learned how to
Luco.
play bass.
We don't discriminate,
Yeah.
but
Breaking
you know what I
Benjamin,
mean.
Luco.
Bullet.
Sorry.
Yeah, Bullet for sure.
As Lay Dying, Kill Switch.
Slipknot.
Slipknot was pretty good for me, but I don't know who the top.
I was a huge Avenged
Godsmack.
Sevenfold fan when I was in high school.
Godsmack's how he learned how to play drums, so I know it's
Yeah,
Godsmack.
first concert I ever went to was Metallica and Godsmack, and
It's a damn
you can hate it all you want, but it was awesome. It was fucking awesome. As a 10-year-old kid going to see these legends,
blew your fucking mind.
Yeah, it really did.
Blew my mind all over my face, neck, and chest.
It was-
Didn't even know he could
it
come
was
yet.
awesome. It was a good experience.
Other than Breaking Benjamin, I liked everything you've said.
I don't know.
Asking Alexandria is a huge
Ooh,
one.
I like.
See, I said it specifically to see your
I like
reaction.
2 of their songs.
Oh,
What is it? To the Stage? What was that album?
What do you mean? Oh, the album?
That album was like the one that got me into that.
Reckless
shit.
and Relentless.
Yeah, that one.
I like their first one better, but
That was good too,
happens.
though. I kind of hate it.
But you know.
But I'm awful when it comes to bands. When they first come out, I don't give anyone a chance usually. I
No
won't
credit,
listen to them whenever. Hey, you should listen to this new band. I don't. I wait until like they're not even famous anymore, and then I'm like, oh, I'll give them a shot. And then everyone's like, these songs are so old. I'm like, well, I got to it though. Eventually.
I think one of the hardest things about choosing bands that influence is because I think that definitely changes over time too.
Exactly,
Like for me, I mean, like what got me into metal originally was
Between the
actually,
Buried and Me. You're
No,
wearing it
actually,
on your damn
this
chest.
This is totally recent.
I wouldn't say
It's been
recent.
like years.
Well, for like it's the most recent band that I got into, which is
Alright.
not my current favorite between the Buried and Me. But if you were to ask me the same question 10 years ago when I first started playing metal, because for my first few years on drums, I fucking hated metal.
Oh, Lamb of God.
But yeah, Lamb of God and Tool actually got me into the real. Tool got
10
me
more
into
years
playing
before the
more
album.
on the technical side. Where Lamb of God got me into the heavier thrashy side. Walk With Me in Hell was the first song I ever learned to cover on drums in metal by Lamb of God, and Vicarious by Tool was the second. Now I'm like between the Buried Me and Dream Theater and all this progressive shit that most people go, half it ain't even in fucking metal.
Yeah.
I like 54-3 time.
Mike, what got you into the keyboards and or metal?
Well, keyboards. I started taking lessons from a poster I saw in my elementary school. So
Wait, say that again?
When I was in second grade, I saw a piano teacher kind of like poster in my elementary school, and I decided to start taking lessons. So I'm classically trained on piano. I took like 12 years of lessons.
Damn.
And I guess metal was during my emo phase. I got into a lot of Scary Kids, Scaring Kids, Bullet for My Valentine.
Have you left said emo phase?
No, it's
Hell
still.
no.
Just wanted that on record.
Yeah, yeah. The emo phase will never leave me, but
It's not a phase, Mom.
yeah, definitely is not.
And then the keytar. Where did you purchase a keytar from?
So I work at Guitar Center now. So
So you were able to get that discount?
Hell yeah.
Nice.
possibly.
Haunted.
But yeah, I just saw it and I kind of wanted something more mobile than a stationary keyboard. So
Your big ass keyboard.
I got the full 88.
He wanted to get
I
up
can't go
front
lower
with
than
me
that.
and Kelly.
It's as big as his table.
Yeah, he wanted to get up front with me and Kelly and see the crowd. I'm 100% sure on that.
Yeah, so now I'm working on getting the wireless ear set, but for right now I got the wireless keytar, but I still have my headphones that are wired, so that's weird, but getting there. I don't know, I just got promoted too, so hopefully I get some more
Moving
money.
on up.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 bam. Do you get a discount on that shit for yourself?
I cannot say or not say that I do, but
Okay.
yeah.
Perfect. Well, that
He
helps.
does not get a discount.
Well, that helps. So, how much is this wireless set you're talking about?
The one I want to get is a Shure, of course. And that's like $600, I think.
Not a sponsor yet.
Not a sponsor yet.
Sure,
but we're
sponsor
hoping.
us.
I think that's
Right.
like the
Everyone
one.
wants that.
I'm
Nobody
sure you
knows
want
how
to.
much money like you can throw into a band, and like it's
Yeah.
thousands.
Dude, just instruments alone.
Speaking of
Like-
stuff we've thrown into our band lately, I don't know if
Cody.
you want to touch
You talking
on
about
that,
our new
Cody.
light shit that we bought?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
We've used once.
We've played one show
all
with
played one
them
show.
because we took some time off to like record and just kind of write some new shit, record some new shit, and then like hone our
The performance
sound
aspect.
and our live show. And with that, we went out and bought 3 of those like fog geysers that shoot the cool ass steam in the air. So
Dang.
yeah, we
spent
bought
like 60 hours trying to get all of our songs
We-
down to a click track, and
Yeah.
all the lights are
Working
custom
properly.
programmed.
Set to your set.
Yep.
Yes.
We
It was
had
a
to-
learning
we had to
curve.
program the MIDI lights through
That's
DMX channeling.
Pretty
and
badass, though.
yeah,
It was a fun learning experience, but definitely a lot of tedious
It took
work.
a lot of
and
time.
Shout out to Ron, Cody's dad,
Oh
for
my
making
God.
he's our.
Cool ass boxes. For
We're gonna
these.
say he's our only roadie because he makes all the stage stuff for us. So.
He's been to all but maybe 2 shows. He's our biggest supporter by far.
Hell
It's
yeah.
really cool.
That's awesome.
Shout
Thanks,
out to
Dad.
him.
He
I
brings
love
us
him.
like towels and stage water and everything.
Every
like-
goddamn
It's like legit.
day.
It's
He
legit
takes,
as
he,
fuck.
he takes the towels home after the show and washes them for our next
All over
fucking
his
show.
face.
Like,
Yeah, it doesn't give us the used towels. He washes towels.
Nice.
He knows how to do laundry.
Yeah. No, it's honestly really, really nice to have support like that, though. Because, I mean, I know there's a lot of bands out there where their parents are even within the band. Like our guitarist, Kelly, like we've said, his dad's a piece of shit. And luckily mine's not. And he takes care of all of us on stage, make sure we have water and anything we need. He's always there to help.
his
So
vehicle is pretty much like half the time we either use Mike's step-parents' van or it's Cody's dad's truck that we're using to haul all our shit.
load all our shit. Oh, yeah.
He helped me saw down some cymbal stands like 2 years after we were originally going to.
Yeah, so if you get a drummer with a drum rack and his little rack sticks out and pegs you in the back, just have him cut that shit with a
Get a
Zaza.
sawzall.
Zaza, and you just manually cut it.
Make sure you cut the right ones because I cut the wrong ones.
Yeah,
There was one specific one that sticks out like
And
at
stabs
least
Cody
a
in the back
foot and a
every
Right in the
half.
middle.
Right in the middle of the stage. It's right in the middle. And that's the one I wanted him to cut.
I cut all
and we
but
get
that
to the
one.
show after they cut them all. And he puts his drum set together, and there's that big ass metal pole just sticking out into the stage.
I believe,
I'm like,
Cody, you were almost
"What
sodomized
the
by it one
fuck?"
time.
It's hit me in the spine at least 3 times.
Yeah, it's
And it
about to be a
hurts.
paraplegic
The worst
from
thing
that
is,
shit.
like, bands are technically a business, and that would technically make all of us business owners. So when he has back issues in later life that he could trace
I'm gonna
back to
sue
his
you.
job, he can sue the fuck out of me.
I'm going to sue you, Zach.
I'm a
'Cause you're a
negligent
rack,
employer.
Jack.
Yeah.
What's the furthest that you've ever played out from your area?
Sheboygan.
Oh,
Oshkosh.
No, Sheboygan's farther than Oshkosh.
I think
Is it?
It's
a little
gotta
bit.
be. Yeah, it's like
Well, because Oshkosh is on the highways.
I know
but
Oshkosh
Sheboygan,
is
you
2 hours
gotta-
because I should do that every other weekend to see my
Oshkosh
girlfriend.
was far.
That
Sheboygan
sucked.
was farther, but we took the back roads because at the time we were using an older vehicle that had a wheel. We were afraid. Was
Yeah, that
gonna
was-
A
not
Ford Freestar?
work
We
out.
haven't played down this far yet, have we?
Not
No.
this far.
not in Chicago yet.
Decatur. What, Decatur?
Yeah. DeKalb.
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 Played
The
House,
House
Cafe.
Cafe.
Nice. That was a good venue when it was around.
Yeah.
Is it not around anymore?
No,
No,
they played their
plays
last
the
show
shows.
earlier this year.
It was
Where
the
were
hard
you?
goodbye fest.
I blacked out, bruh.
I'm sure you're not the only
Yeah, I
one
think
that
we played
blacked
there
out that
once or
day.
twice. The one time was like during an ice storm.
Yeah, that was
Dude,
quite
that
the
was
situation.
Like it took forever to get home. It sucked.
It was in the middle of winter, and
That was actually at the
I
end
mean,
of our
every
3-day
band's
run.
got to do
it
that.
was the
though.
last of our 3-day run. I would
That was,
say.
But I wouldn't
and the day
suggest touring
before
in
is when
winter.
we did Sheboygan, the house show.
Sheboygan.
That was
Sheboygan.
fucking nuts, man.
Yeah, I think that the only reason that was long is just because we needed to take the back roads because like the vehicle at the time we were using was not good.
No.
Oh no.
Well, Morgan, we have how many tracks left?
A few.
Why don't we go ahead and play another track?
We got left
What do we got
Darker
left?
Days
Darker
and the
Days,
teaser.
and then
You want the
Yes.
teaser?
Yeah. So we have 2 left.
So do you want to do an old one or a new one?
Do you want to do a teaser?
What do you
Let-
guys
let's-
want, audience?
Let's do Darker Days.
Oh.
You say it now. All right, if we pick the wrong one, that's your fault. All right, so I think we should do Darker Days, and then the last one we'll play will be the newest song we have recorded.
This is by far, by the way, the song that like connects with a lot of people.
Yeah.
So actually, Mike, if you want to.
Yeah. So backstory. This is kind of about my experience with depression and suicide, and this one kind of highlights my experience of getting through it and hoping that people will see the brighter day at the end of the tunnel. And kind of that, like, life may suck sometimes, but it keeps going, keeps moving on. You just got to push through it.
Life.
Yes, life, definitely.
Well, let's do it. Darker Days by Life.
The sun was shining, my world was cold. Slashing and bleeding, no one knows. Will someone please tell me, does this get better from?
Well, I expect that type of language at Denny's, but not here. Well, that's too freaking bad. You hear me?
Because we're throwing it back to Morgan and Luco on the Metal Experience.
Got big dicks swinging in our faces. This next show with
I can't do it. He's got
All right. My name is Morgan, and we're back with Metal Experience, and this is, the last song that we heard, Darker days. Woo. That's all I got.
Ah,
I'm not
take
good at
two.
rapping. I
Take
suck.
two.
It just started out with Luco rapping about big dicks. So that's how
Everybody
that
was
show just
distracted.
came back
Recorded?
in. Yep.
Hell yeah!
Yes. Can I get a sample of
All
that
right.
after the show?
Yeah, you'll
Send
be able to
samples.
listen to it
Samples
when
all
we
day.
go back and record this. So for the listeners, this is our second time recording this, but the first time that you're hearing this because of technical difficulties.
Never even happened.
Never even happened. So we're
the
saying
first
everything twice,
time,
but
for the
you're hearing
last
it
time.
once, and that is radio. All right. So what shows do you guys have coming up?
We only got a few shows coming up. Right now we have 4 scheduled. The first one, I believe it's next week, is June 12th.
It's a Wednesday night.
Yeah, it starts early, 6 o'clock, so
an early
all
show.
of us workers can be to bed by 11. But it's Chuck Wisco's 32nd birthday bash.
Wisco.
Happy birthday. It's going to be with Disappearance, Us, Red Flags, and On My Six.
On my 6.
On my 6.
On My Six.
On your 6?
No, on your 6.
Okay, cool.
And then same week, different day, Saturday, we're going to play the Build a Crony as a new stage show. So we're going to help with that. And I'm not saying all the bands.
No, come on.
Say it. You got it. You
Come
got the list
on.
right there. Fine.
Come on,
Give it to
Joe.
me. I got it. All right.
got it?
All right. It's a mouthful. Here we go.
There's only a few.
Yeah, so this is day 1. There's 2 days of this. It's a Saturday and a Sunday. So make sure you get out to both
This
days.
is just day 1.
Day 1 here. We got Nate and the Abuse, Epsilon, if that's how you say that. Let Fate Decide, Colorado Avenue, Middle Aged Overdose, Isles of Aura, Dark Sun, Us and Life, The Fallen Few, Psychobilly Death Clowns, Bare Knuckle Bullseye, So-Called Saints, Chaos Ordinance. How the hell do you
Say it.
Orinoco?
Orinoco.
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 Slaying it. Reckless Redemption and Disappearance.
Disappearance again.
Hell
Chuck
yeah.
Wisco.
Those are our boys. Those are our boys. So that's going to be that date. And then what the hell do we have after that?
Stacked.
Then after that, we go
Was it 2
up to
weeks later?
Madison. Yeah, I think 2 weeks later, we go up to Madison.
June 27th.
June 27th, you're right.
Thursday night.
It's a weird day, too. It's another weekly show, but we're playing with the
But
boys
you're
in Hollow
coming.
Point from St. Louis.
St. Louis.
So playing with
St.
them again.
Louis.
Those are the boys.
Also, Emerald Rage, Waiting for Reason, and once again, Disappearance.
Trend?
We play with those guys a lot because they are the
Our
shit.
buds. All right, and then the last show we have booked is at the Back Bar Hometown Show with Faith and Vain, Pushover, and who else?
Don't Get Comfy and Letter from a Ghost.
Yeah, Hometown Show.
Not Disappearance.
Not only show that we have. We don't play with Disappearance.
It's a good lineup. Good, solid lineup of people. Haha, she
Back
didn't
bar.
hear you. You're not getting beer. Hoo-hoo.
I think she left.
She probably did. She
You yelled
probably
at her
did.
one too many times.
I saw her walk out with someone.
That's possible.
Gone.
Well, just a few announcements going on between this week and next week to go over. Our friends in Vraha are officially releasing a mead with Brimminghorn Brewery.
You didn't say that the first time.
I just remembered to. It's called Midnight Oath.
Did we order it?
Luco, I'm broke.
I'll give you $4. Let's
That's
order it.
not going to cover something that's
Obviously enough.
$26. What?
Nope, that's the same.
It's making its debut.
I've got a gift card. I'll give you the. Yeah.
Okay,
let's do
cool.
it.
Online and of course at their facility, which is not in this state. That's why you need to order it out of the Chicago area. But it is Friday, June 7th. It'll be available. It's a honey blackberry mead with lemon zest, orange zest, basil, and sage.
Wait, what were we just talking about?
Shut the fuck
Sounds like ingredients for a pot roast.
So, Party Like
I'm
It's
in.
793 Festival is going to be when it's released, and Fabio will be out there to, celebrate with them, but it will be online. So make sure you order that and support our friends in
Yeah, let's
Vraha.
order
That's
that
pretty
shit.
fucking awesome.
I got
Luco
20
doesn't
on
like
it.
to brag or say anything about his band, but they have physical copies of their EP Funeral Empire. You can hit up the band if you would like one mailed to you. It is free. And then also you can come grab a copy of the CD the next couple shows they're playing. July 5th is the first one.
No one gets a CD until I get a CD.
Brower House in Lombard, July 5th, and they'll be playing with Wounds and Vile Secretion. And then July 19th,
Tasty.
they'll be playing the Extraction Point CD release show with Atlanta's Burning in the Blank Standard here at our official
And
headquarters
Extraction
of
Point.
Fits a Spare Keys. Obviously, I said that if you were listening.
Yeah, but
will they be at their CD release show?
They will be, and they'll be
Oh,
playing.
that's
So
unheard
what
of.
we're gonna say is that's also our CD release show.
Nice.
Even though it's not.
We've done that.
Yeah.
This is our CD release show.
We
Fuck
have.
Extraction
We
Point.
have done that.
And they're gonna be
Anyway.
like, "What the fuck?" Be like,
Perfect.
"I'll suck your dick up till I hiccup. Get the fuck out of my face."
Our
Continue,
friends
Morgan.
in Victims are currently on tour, and right now they're in Pennsylvania. They're playing Philadelphia tomorrow, and then they'll be playing on tour through the end of the month, around June 25th. That's when that ends in Green Bay. So make sure you check out
Green
their
Bay.
Facebook page with all the dates. It's called the Iced Out Tour, and yes, it is. It looks like iced out. That's
Because they're drinking natural
that
ice?
looks like Mike's.
Smirnoff.
Smirnoff. Thank you.
Smirnoff
Yes,
Ice.
Smirnoff.
Are they old
Ice.
enough to
We're
drink?
alcoholics.
Yes, Luco, they're
Barely?
old enough to drink.
I hope
Jesus.
They're
so.
like 12 years old.
No, they're not.
I think last time I saw
They
them,
were
they were getting
babies when
fucked
I
up,
met
so.
them, when they were called
I feel
Devil
hard.
for Me.
I feel
Devil,
like every time I
Devil
see
and
them,
Me.
they're
Yeah.
still like 11 and a half years
No,
old.
they're not. They're just short.
They look,
They're just short.
Sorry, Victims. Love you. Our
Good
friends
guys.
in
And
Vice
girls.
Sons of
is
bitches.
looking for a singer, not a screamer or growler. They are a heavy metal rock band in the Chicago area. So if you're looking to try out for a band, go check out Vice, VYSE,
So it'd
on
be like
viceband.com or their Facebook page.
American Idol.
Or
Yeah, there you go.
they could
American
get someone who screams.
American Idol. Also going on this coming weekend is the I Killed Everyone comeback show. Our friends in Alethea, Portals, and Dead a Week are playing. One more other band, but I cannot read their logo. But that's going to be at the Wire in
Erebus.
Berwyn. It is not. It starts with an N, and who knows what else that says.
What?
Looking at really are these people?
What is that?
Oh, you got me there.
Nail crim or something.
Exactly
All right,
what I
you
said.
win. You
Anyway,
win.
I didn't see
that is
Nail crim
June
or something like
8th.
that.
That's this coming Saturday at the Wire. Make sure you go see I Killed Everyone. Also is an awesome punk show going on this Saturday, and it is at O'Neill's in
Villa
Lombard.
Park.
I'm in Lombard, but it's
it's
Villa
Lombard.
Park Punk Night because it's on the border. Captain Cran and the Fuzzy Bastard, along
That's
with
right next to
Tiger
the
Sex,
Lombard
Lover,
post
So It
office.
Goes, The Eradicator, The First Rule, and that is, and there's a skateboard contest. Who knew?
Skateboard
I'll
contest.
fucking
Damn, that's
pop
badass.
shove it over everything.
Well,
Kickflips.
you won't be able to because on Saturday we just bought tickets to see Nails and
Well,
Misery Index at
pop
the Metro.
shove-its are my fucking thing. I'll grab my deck and
Okay.
I'll fucking show them.
Well, you
pop
showed me a
shove-its.
pop shove it because I haven't seen you on a skateboard the whole time.
doesn't even know what
that
it is,
we've
honestly.
Ever been
my.
together?
I grew up skateboarding.
Our friends
Pop
in
shove is my
Toxic
thing.
Rocket and Hemi are playing
37
Sylvie's
pop shove-its in a
Lounge
row.
this coming Friday, June 7th in Chicago. Make sure you check them out. And the Metal Deli is officially postponed till June 10th, so make sure you check her out. Kimmy Rudolph is back June 10th, the Metal Deli, online. Go check her out. That's awesome. She's coming back.
Pew 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 pew.
And
Finger
last but
pistols.
not least, our show next week will be at Fits a Spear Keys, as always. And we will be hanging out with, actually, one of the first hosts of the Metal Experience when it was called, what do you call
Solid.
it? A Piece of Metal. So Dennis is coming on with his
Nice.
band, and Becoming the Lion is their name. So we're going to be hanging out with them, playing their music, and
Balls?
yeah, catching up. So that's all I got. And then we'll see those that are going to be at Nails on Saturday. We'll see them at the Metro.
Fuck yeah. Butt fuck yeah.
Yo, fuck yeah. So much. That recorded for sure this
record-
time. We're
Wow.
good.
Yeah. Nailed it.
So you guys came with a song to debut for the first time ever.
This is.
So this isn't a final mix, am I right?
This is
This is
not
just a
final.
sneak peek.
This is what I got sent today.
Oh,
This was
ooh.
sent today.
So who hasn't heard this yet?
That one.
Ooh,
Zach
Zach.
has not heard it.
Zachary.
He didn't
I
ride with
drove
us.
separate, so I didn't.
He could chain smoke.
Yeah, I got this.
Yeah.
I got this sent to me on the way here.
I heard the
so-
music of tobacco sizzling in my cigarette paper.
Also, Kelly, our guitarist, said it's not
Actually,
heard
yeah, Kelly
Kelly
hasn't
has not
heard
heard
it
it. He
either.
has not heard it. So
Only
Wow.
people
You
riding
guys are
in
gonna hear it
Centra
before them
could
because
hear
I'm
it.
sure
This is
Kelly
very
won't hear
exciting.
it before this airs.
Damn.
Nice.
Damn.
shots fired.
Pew,
Shots
pew. We're
fired.
excited to have debuted 2 new tracks tonight. That's really awesome, and we're excited to hear more as the mixes become mastered and finished products get released. So
Hell yeah.
seriously, thank you guys for driving all the way down from Janesville. We haven't had too many
Janesville, Rock City, right?
Wisconsin bands down. We've had a couple bands from like across the border up toward Racine, but not out where you guys are.
Canada.
Well,
Canada. Basically, that's basically Canada.
But you guys come from a little bit further, being that you guys are more out toward Rockford, which is a little bit different.
About half hour north of Rockford.
Yeah, that's a little bit further.
I thought
than
Rockford was south.
Well, there's some
Nope.
of us.
Well, for us, it's
but-
south. Yeah.
Luco doesn't have a very good
Understand
sense of
map.
direction.
I need to look at a map.
With that being
Where
said,
was
what
this
is the
quest
last
take
track of the night that we're going to listen to?
This
Hate Us.
is called Hate Us.
But
There's a
It's the
sample
anus.
that is not going to be played in this.
Okay.
I'm not going to explain what it is.
Okay. And we don't hate you,
Wait,
so
if
we
it's
want to
not gonna
know.
be in there-
Luco, shut up. Luco.
Oh, now you're wishing you got to hear the sample.
But,
It's a great sample.
We don't hate you, and we want to know where can everybody find your merch, your music, and get in touch with you guys and know about your shows.
So we pretty much exclusively use Facebook. We have a Twitter that has like never been touched, and
We
an
have a
Instagram that
SoundCloud.
has
Sometimes I run it, sometimes I don't.
nothing on there.
Mostly don't.
We have a SoundCloud that Mike has used. I believe is our EP on there.
Our EP is on there. But
It's
that's
on
about it.
SoundCloud.
I thought it
Yep.
was
There's like
YouTube.
2 views per video, so if we get those numbers doubled, that'd be cool.
We have,
2 plus 2 is 4.
But we do have all of our first EP on like YouTube, Spotify, Google, iTunes. Which iTunes is dying from what I just heard.
Yes,
so
I
that's
heard
awesome.
that. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Shout out
sucks.
to CD
Get
Baby
a
for doing
I
all
legit
Samsung.
have an iPod.
Get a
That
Samsung.
sucks.
the old big ones. Like,
Oh
Yes.
man,
Try a
it's
Samsung.
classic.
I wonder if they'll replace it with anything. If not, then
That's weird, yeah.
I use a
I heard
Android
though
device.
you could still use it if you don't delete it off your computer.
Yeah, they just want me doing updates or
Updates.
future
Yeah.
installs.
Which is fine.
Yeah,
'cause
you're
it's
good.
still compatible. I can still put my
So
music on.
You can
there.
use your ancient technology. Yeah.
Yes.
My first generation iPod that finally connected to the internet will still work on there?
Maybe.
Probably not.
Your iPod Touch? No.
Yeah.
Probably not, Lugo.
You can always try. No guarantees.
Some young kid is going to see you pull that out and be like, what the hell is that?
Where's my iPod Touch, bitch?
But yeah, best way to contact us, Facebook. Find us on Facebook. I'm
Message
pretty
any
sure
of
it's facebook.com/livinginsidefearlessentropy.com.
What
Yeah.
a, what a name.
Nailed it.
Yep.
You
it's
really know
Sorry,
how
what
to
was
say
that
that
again?
2 times fast.
Did you spell that?
long. I couldn't spell that off the top of my head. I'd have to
It's
spell it
right
off
there.
of my phone. But I'm not going to. So, yeah, that's about it. Facebook is the best way for us. We're going to have a music video coming soon. That'll be on YouTube. I'm sure we'll put it on Facebook, too.
Yeah.
Not going to lie, it'll probably be on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Consistency.
So, all our shows are posted on Facebook. That's what we use. As for merch, we don't have an online store. I'm not even gonna lie. Nah.
Don't lie to us.
No, you have to come to a show
contact
to
us,
get
we
merch.
might bring it to you if
Which
you're
I mean, I know it's unheard of to come to a show to buy merch from a band, but hey, old
Shots
school.
fired.
There's not even that.
Come
Honestly,
on
there's
out.
not even that much.
We don't have much for merch at the moment, but if you buy what we have, we can get new merch.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So you're still doing us a favor.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do have
Oh,
shirts.
wow,
The only way you can get a physical copy of our EP is online, though, through CD Baby. So those are the only ones left because
You
we are
guys
sold
don't-
out.
Sold out.
Well, I think there's iTunes, but
It's not
You know,
physical.
with that
oh, true.
Physical's
going
the only way,
downhill,
yeah.
we don't
That
know.
or-
though. Yeah, fuck iTunes.
Exclusive company may have one.
Sponsor us, iTunes.
Maybe. Yeah, let us ride on the dying iTunes for the next week.
Please.
Well, here it is, the debut. Hate Us
But don't.
from
But don't.
Life.
Hate us,
Yeah.
Tizianus.
Awesome. We'll be back next week with Becoming the Lion.
No.
In the meantime, enjoy one more song
Also enjoy life.
and enjoy life. Good night.